I'm not crying, you're crying. Shut up. If I sound like I'm sniffly, that's because, yes, I might have gotten a little teary. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy. And Shadzar in chat says, I'm just a bunch of snowflakes. Yes, well, I do have to put a snowflake trigger warning on this review. I have to put you're gonna be probably butthurt on this one no matter what I say. I have two very, very opposite reactions and responses to this particular episode, and it's why I haven't been a huge fan of the series in general, except for small parts. There are small parts that are like, knock it out of the park, 10 out of 10, amazeballs. I absolutely love parts of this, and then the other parts of this are, well, we'll get into it. We are talking today, and full spoiler warning. I wish I would have put my full spoiler warning thingamabob, my thingus, my thingaroony.
Warning, this is a spoiler alert. The following information may contain spoilers. You have been warned.
That is our spoiler warning, and you've been warned. Not like I got any warning last night when I was just scrolling through Twitter and I saw every single spoiler under the sun. And I guess that's a good thing, because that actually made me watch this episode. And as people know, I reviewed and I watched the first season of Mandalorian. I kind of had I love Baby Yoda, absolutely love Baby Yoda, but the rest of the series was just kind of meh, and it felt very long, and it was just not fun to watch, especially after the recent years of Disney Star Wars. Because the Disney Star Wars, let's face it, aside from Rogue One, hasn't been very good. It really, really hasn't. We've had Jedis from Jakku who are absolute Mary Sues, and that rhymes better than the crap that they had with old Mary Ray Sue Palpatine.
You can't stop me, I'm a Jedi from Jakku.
Rogue One was awful too besides Darth Vader, Greg Kirby says. Yeah, now that you mention it. That's what they do. That's what they do. I am seeing a pattern. And thanks for pointing this out, Greg Kirby. Rogue One was awful too besides Darth Vader at the end. So spoiler for Rogue One as well. What I'm seeing is that they, as long as it goes out on a high, I think they kind of like to think that all is forgiven on a lot of these. And just because I loved what they did with Rogue One doesn't mean that made up for, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. Force Awakens wasn't terrible, but yeah, they missed the mark a lot so much on the Disney era Star Wars stuff. Until we get to Mandalorian. And I know Mandalorian is what a lot of the fans and the viewers actually really, really want with this. And I did not like the first episode of season 1 until we very, 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 very end. We got to the very end and we saw little Baby Yoda. And then that's how it kind of got me to finish out the season. But for season 2, I did not watch season 2 until this very last episode, and I know this is going to be enough to make people just turn off the video, and I know this is going to be, but keep in mind, I've been discussing this, I've heard every single spoiler, I know everything that happens in this without actually having to watch this because I'm on the internet, and I talk Star Wars and all these things, so I know everything that's going to happen, and I really don't have a particular attachment to any of the Rebels characters, I'm not even a big fan of Boba Fett, I really, really don't even care about Boba Fett. That being said, this episode, from what I've seen, just of what they did with Boba Fett, you got a little bit of a reaction. And yeah, like I said, this is going to have full-on spoilers. And I was not going to watch this episode until I saw the spoilers for what is going to come at the very, very end of this episode. And that's what we're really, really going to focus on. That's what we're going to focus on is this episode singular right here without having... Because, let's face it, you got a lot of these... You go on these little collecting missions. You collect all your little side characters. You collect Katie Sackhoff and Ming-Na Wen. And you collect Cara Dune. And you collect everybody to go and fight this final boss battle at the end, right? Of this season anyway. Because we know that Gus Frank from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, we know he's gonna be the one who takes Baby Yoda and does bad things because he was in the first season. So me coming in, I was not lost or confused just watching this last episode. I was very, 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 very bored watching the endless Cylons. There was They were barely even stormtroopers. They were just silent. Just stomp, stomp, fight, fight, glowy red. I was waiting for them to pop up and say, by your command. And I like Battlestar Galactica, but seriously, it was that. And I was in a mood anyway when I watched this. So I was in kind of a mood watching this anyway. So I'm watching this, and we see just this endless Cylon after Cylon, because that's what they are now. They're not even like droids. They just flat out look like Cylons. They look like shiny black metallic Cylons. And they're stomping around, and they basically spend 90% of this episode with these very long, drawn-out fight sequences. Which I think is why I'm not a big fan of this anyway, because there's not a lot of interesting dialogue, or not a lot of interesting things to look at, and things that I actually care about that much. And because of being crapped all over with what Disney Star Wars has done, you know, for the past, 5 or 6 years now, 7 years. I can't even remember how long Disney's been doing Star Wars. But between that and not really even being a very big fan of the prequels.
Say something about the motherfucking prequels, bitch.
I wasn't even that big of a fan of the prequels, so I never really got into the animated stuff because I was a grown adult when that stuff came out. So that's where I'm coming from with this. I am an original trilogy, Return of the Jedi fan. That's probably my favorite of all of them. So I know people are gonna cancel me for that. Why don't you like Star Wars more than Return of the Jedi? And yes, I still call it Star Wars. Because I like Ewoks, and I like Yodas, and I liked what happened in Return of the Jedi more than I liked what happened in the other. And I know it was set up, and I know people are going to cancel me for that. And I'll probably have to re-record this review, because people have already clicked off of it before I get to the part we actually want to, actually root for me here. So we finally get to. We finally get to these unending battles and battles and battles. And we have this backstory. Katie Sackhoff, I guess in her arc, she had a dark saber that Gus Fring stole from her. So she wants that back, and she he's mine, and Cara Dune wants him alive. So that's pretty much all the dialogue we have in this. That's pretty much it. Pedro Pascal fights Gus Fring to try and keep Baby Yoda alive, and we see all these Cylon robots going through the hallways. And then we finally get to the part where they're barricaded off in, like a bridge sort of room. They got Baby Yoda, you got Cara Dune, you've got Pedro Pascal, who else? Ming-Na Wen is in there, and Gus Fring. They're all, and Katie Sackhoff. They're all in this room, barricading themselves off. And then they start watching and noticing why, like, they're followed, right? They're followed by all these Cylons. They lock themselves in, and then they stop trying to get in for a second. Scott Gentry, you're damn right, original trilogy. Where Han shoots first. Well, Han shoots only. I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, so they're running from all these Cylons, and I'm going to call them Cylons because that's what they look like and act like. Running from all the Cylons, and they barricade themselves off, and the Cylons keep trying to come in, and then they stop, and then that is when that's all you need to see. This one episode is all you really need to see right here, and this is why I still defend the show, even though my personal taste says, oh, the rest of it's boring, but at least they still have something for a Star Wars fan. At least they still have something for me to say, yes, that is cool. Yes, that is awesome, and I got 3 of them in this one. I got 3 of them, and 2 of them I didn't even know about with the spoilers. So, full spoilers. First spoiler that you already know about. Warning. First spoiler that you guys already know about. You see a green saber. You see a man, a male figure in a cloak in black. You see a belt. You see full Jedi Luke fucking Skywalker. This is where I got teary last night, and it might have been the weed, and it might have been because I was up till 4 a.m. editing, really baked, but this is what I saw last night on Twitter. Luke freaking Skywalker coming through, and you know it's Luke, and they don't even show you it's Luke, but you know it is. Mows these freaking Cylons down, and I know they're not Cylons, but they look like it. And I never thought I wanted a Battlestar Galactica Star Wars crossover, but that's what we're getting. So you know what? I'll roll with it. I'll roll with it. Because you give me cool stuff like this every now and then. And this isn't going to be a positive review of the show, just this episode. You see Luke Skywalker mow down a cloaked Jedi, and you even hear, and you see them watching this in this room, hiding, trying to protect Baby Yoda. And I know his name's Grogu. He's still Baby Yoda to me. You see them, and you see little Baby Yoda looking at the screen. He's like, "Ooh, Jedi." He doesn't say it, but that's what he's thinking. Excellent. He's like, "Dad," and you even kind of get a hint that he senses something, that he senses a Jedi coming in, because he's so force sensitive, you know. He would be, of course. It's like he would sense this. So he kind of looks up when he knows. And he's watching on the CCTV that they have on this, wherever I guess it's a ship. I just wanted to see towards the end, because that's what it was worth it for me. You see their perspective, them watching him mow him down. Little Baby Yoda's there. He's even looking at the monitor. He's just watching. He's like, oh, who's this? He's so cute, and I love him so much. The fly attractor. I like this part. Let's make big evil space robots. Should we make it so lightsabers can't cup them? Why would we do that? Well, here's the thing. What they say about lightsabers is that they're like these ancient weapons. So there's not a whole lot of lightsabers floating around. Of course, you do remember that they did kind of they did some bad things to all the Jedi in the galaxy. So, you know, there's not a whole lot of Jedi running around out there. You get a good 10 solid minutes of the cloaked Jedi in black with the green saber mowing down Cylons until you get the big reveal. Until you get to the big reveal. Like, they give you a good solid 10 minutes of this epic. You hear the saber. You hear and you feel. It's like you'd smell the thing igniting the dust particles. That's how well they did this little last bit. And it takes and mirrors the Rogue One Vader scene, where he's just mowing people down left and right. It mirrors it. So you see the exact opposite. Let's see if I can show you a smidgen of this. I can probably show you a screenshot. So here's Baby Yoda. Where is he? He's so cute. I love Baby Yoda. Everybody loves him. There he is. There's Baby. Look at Baby. Look, he's watching. He's like, that's the guy. That's the guy I want to go live with. He says, Daddy, I want to live with Uncle Luke. And he's so cute! Spoiler! This is all you need to fucking know about The Mandalorian. They did their best to make it right with the fans after all this time. It is a mirror of the Vader image in Rogue One. It is the exact mirror of it. And then, you see, he finally makes his way through. This is and then Uncle Luke takes Baby Yoda to go erase it. Oh, there's more! And there's more! The fly tractor, Cylons versus Stormtroopers. I just flashed back to my childhood. And thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I guess this is how people felt when they saw Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka come in, who grew up with that. But yeah, this is how you do it for like original trilogy. This is how you make right with it, and that's what Mandalorian feels like. With all of the me crapping on it aside, right? It is, and I always will defend it as it is making right with the fans as much as it can. It is bringing in and taking into consideration the Clone Wars fans, the original trilogy fans. It is, and yeah, Greg Kirby. I did not know that until after. I did not know that until I watched it, and that was my surprise. That was my surprise. My surprise knowing everything that happened in this. And there's a post-credit sequence too. So, you know, if you don't want double, triple spoilers, everybody spoiled this part where Baby Yoda goes to Uncle Luke. Look at him. He's like, I want, who's that? I want to go Uncle Luke. That's Uncle Luke. Look at him. He's so cute. I don't like the CGI crap. It looks terrible. His mouth isn't moving. I don't like that at all. I wish they would have just cast Sebastian Stan, and then we could get the adventures of Luke Skywalker, baby fucking Yoda, and guess who? Guess who? Guess who? We're gonna skip ahead. We're gonna skip ahead. So baby Yoda has to go and ask permission from Mando to go with Unky Luke, which is so cute. Oh, and then this part is so tear-jerking. Baby Yoda wants to see Unky Mando, Daddy Mando, take off the helmet. It's so heartbreaking. It is so heartbreaking that the baby wanted to see his face. Because as we know, with a helmet, he doesn't take off the freaking helmet. So, this part is, can I? He walks over. This jiggles. Baby. That's the wrong one. Full screen. Bigger screen. Baby walks over to R2. Freaking D2. I know, I'm a geek. I love R2. He's so cute. He was my favorite. And then the stupid you don't replace R2 with BB-8. That's like replacing Garfield with Nermal. And Nermal wasn't, that's an insult to Nermal because BB-8 was never a... See, this is like Nermal. This is like the Garfield and Nermal. Baby Yoda and Garfield. That's what we want. You got me with Luke last night. I'm like, fine, F it, you got me. I will watch this one. And then they start talking. Then he starts going, he's excited, he's so cute. Oh yes, shut up. I'm not crying, you're crying. I just watched this before this stream. Baby Yoda, and it goes off with Unky Luke Skywalker and R2-D2. Oh, that's so cute. That's yeah. Damn your ears. I'm sorry. It's so cute. That is what I wanted to see because I was always a fan of the droids. I was a fan of the Yodas and the cute things. And I know his name's Grogu. And then they go off. Unky Luke and R2. That's so cute. Oh. And who cares about Mando? Oh, there's more. There's more at the very end here. So if you want the double, triple spoilers, stay tuned for the end credits because the end credits, we see. Look where we're back at. Full spoilers. See, this is all you really need to know. They rescue Baby Yoda from Gus Fring. Okay, so we're back in Return of the Jedi, which was always my... What does Ethan have to say about... I know he likes Return of the Jedi, too. Do you want the spoilers? Very nice reframe. We see everything. Guess who? I lose. I forget words. Bib got fat. Bib fat tuna now instead of Bib Fortuna. So we're back on Tatooine. We go back to Tatooine. Spoiler alert. I love it. It's nice to see, right? Spoiler alert. Guess who took over? Boba like, I'm here for my $2. Aquatus, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, Lord. I'm saying your name wrong. I say everything wrong. That is because it has been an emotional roller coaster of a day. So that's one of these. It's one of these days.
Smoke weed every day.
Well, I won't. Well, we'll go. Ming-Na Wen saves the dancer chick. You see the shadow come in. Because you see Ming-Na Wen come in first, right? Then you see the shadow and you're like, oh shit. Guess what's going on? And I'm not even a fan of Boba Fett. I'm not even a big fan. But oh shit. Guess who's gonna get it? That shadow. You see the shadow. Oh. And then you're like, oh shit. Okay. Now. You guys want the good part. We're gonna get so copy claimed. That's why I keep pausing it every 5 seconds. I thought you were dead. No, well, we thought so too. He apparently ate his way out of the Sarlacc pit. And yeah, so spoilers from like 2 episodes ago. Boba came back. I didn't really care that much because I wasn't a big Boba Fett fan. You know who I was a fan of? R2-D2. R2-effing-D2. That's who I was a fan of. And you know who I was a fan of? Yoda. That's why I liked Baby Yoda so much. And you know who I was a fan of? I was more of a fan of Luke Skywalker than I realized. Definitely. I never thought I was that big of a Luke Skywalker fan when I was a kid. Until Last Jedi. Until they completely effed him over in Last Jedi.
What kind of Maliantiski?
It's about freaking time. It's about freaking time. So, it's about freaking time you give us an actual sequel to the actual Star Wars stuff that we actually cared about. That's what we get right here. That's what we get right here. We get an actual sequel to the original crapping trilogy, and that's all we really wanted. We didn't want some new side story for all these new fans who are half our age in intelligence. No, we wanted a sequel to the show that we watched when we were kids, and the movies and the all of the stuff. We wanted a sequel to what we wanted. We did not want 40 years into the future and now everybody's all cranky, get off my lawn, and Mary Ray Sue Palpatine. No, we did not want our heroes to be replaced. Look at how much I squeed over Baby Yoda, R2, and Luke's fracking Skywalker. Oh, you just see the part where Luke force chokes one of the Cylons. He just squishes it. He crumples it like a tin can. Yeah, that's the Luke Skywalker we wanted, okay? And that's what they should have given us instead of listening to Ryan Crapping Johnson and JJ Stupid Abrams, who are just bending over. Now, this is what they should, and now this is where I get to this mad enraged part. And this is why I get kind of resentful of this, because they couldn't have just done this in the first place. You couldn't have just done this in the first place. No, you had to go and put everybody through this giant emotional torment. You had to basically, it feels like with Star Wars that they are cheating, and same with Star Trek and Doctor Who, like these franchise owners, these filmmakers, these production companies, these Lucasfilms and Disneys and Paramount, CBS's and BBC, that they are cheating on us with fans half our age and are perfectly fine to get rid of us. And this is the type of thing you gotta do to try and win us back. This is a start. This is a start. Right, this is a good start. Now, if they're smart, they'll give me that little R2-D2 droids cartoon, or it's not even a cartoon. Give me a puppet show where you got R2 freaking D2 and C-3PO and baby freaking Yoda going off on cute little adventures. That's what you need. You need something where, can't you see C-3PO chasing after, oh, baby Grogu, Master Grogu, don't run off and do that. You can't eat that. Can't you see that? I can see that, and I would watch the crap out of that. I would watch the crap out of C-3PO and R2-D2 babysitting baby Yoda. Oh my god, that's the perfect show. Why can't they hire me? Hire me. I'm a diversity. I'm a double diversity. I'm a double Wokemon for your little game if you're collecting people. And I actually like those characters. And I know a little bit. I'm not a freaking expert on Star Wars like a lot of Star Wars fans are. And I think that's where I get a little defensive, because I'm not going to remember every single name of every single thing. Because I liked what I liked and I took what I liked out of them. So that is my review of Mandalorian, probably the best thing that they've done to Star Wars in, the past, decade or so. I am going back to my live chat. I am Mecha Red 42. If you guys like this, please like, subscribe, share. And don't go anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. You aren't either. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!